Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body yoga for flexibility practice. You're just going to need a little bit of space to move, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and let's get started. So let's actually begin today laying down on our backs. And you can lay flat, so your legs out long if you'd like, or you can make a diamond shape with your legs and get into your hips a little bit. But we're just gonna lay on down, get a little comfy for just these first few moments. Maybe resting your arms at your sides, or you could place your hands on your tummy. But just close the eyes. Take a big breath in and out. And another big inhale. And let it go. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale. Nice, you guys. Just continue to breathe in any way that feels good. You can put some effort into the breath or none at all. Just soften the shoulders a little more. Maybe wiggle the toes, relaxing through the legs, and the hips. Keeping the tummy soft. You can probably feel it moving up and down with the breath. And stay exactly as you are for just one more full cycle of breath. So you guys, you can start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. We're going to be sending our legs out long, but you might bring your knees together, your feet to the floor for a moment. And eventually sending the legs out long on your mat. We're going to come into banana pose. So you can start to shimmy your shoulders over towards the left, keeping your hips where they are. Just move the upper body over to that left side, maybe reaching the arms above the head. And you can add your legs, you can move your legs over to the left as well if you want to cross the right foot over top of the left to hold those legs in place. Give it a try. Just kind of curving the body in a banana shape. And there's a whole lot of places you might feel this or could feel this. And it really does include the entire body. So as long as you're feeling something somewhere, awesome. If you're not feeling anything anywhere, maybe see if you can make your banana a little curvier. Maybe the shoulders need to move, maybe the legs need to move over to that left side a little more. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, slowly start to shimmy your shoulders, your upper body, back into the middle of your mat, and then you can move your legs. Maybe a little shake is needed, maybe not, but just find your way into a straight line. Take a breath. And then we're just going to switch sides so you can shimmy your shoulders over to the right side. I like to shimmy them over until I can't shimmy them anymore and my hips want to move. Then add your arms, reach them above your head if you've got some space. And then add the legs. Maybe crossing the left over top of the right this time. You might feel this primarily in the lower body, maybe that left leg. You might be getting into the obliques, the arms. But just breathe. Slow everything down. And just as you start to get comfy, we're going to move back into that straight line so you can shimmy your shoulders and then add your legs. Just find a nice straight line and maybe even walking the feet in, bending the knees. If you want to do a little rock side to side, you can give that low back a massage. And then we're just going to curl our toes under. So using the floor, curl your toes and just kind of rest your foot and see if you can stretch the top of that foot, the ankle. If you can't curl your toes, you could lift your leg up into the air and curl them all on your own, because you might not be able to get that curl on the floor. But do one foot and then let's let that go and actually switch sides. So just a little quick stretch of those toes and the top of that foot. Always feels really awesome to do this. And then let's let that go. Feet to the floor, maybe another rock side to side. Awesome, you guys. We're going to be making our way up to seated, so you can roll to the side or you could rock forwards. But bringing the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide again. If you were making that diamond shape when we are laying down, your hips might already be a little bit warmed up, but bring the soles of your feet together. Take a big inhale as you lengthen through the spine. And an exhale to add a tip forwards just a little bit, or really as far as the upper body wants to tip without actually pulling yourself down. Just let gravity take the chest. Soften your shoulders. Nice job, you guys. And we're going to use an inhale to lift back up through the upper body. Send your right leg out. Adjust your left foot so it's on your inner thigh. Take an inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, fold forwards, point your toes up towards the ceiling. Soften your shoulders again. And let's just think about letting the upper body be heavy without pulling ourselves down or encouraging ourselves down. You can feel the stretch through the back of the legs simply by pointing your toes up towards the ceiling maybe. Nice job. And with an inhale, we're going to start to lift the upper body back up again. Send the left leg out. Bring the right foot in. Take an inhale, sit tall. Exhale as you fold. Just tipping as far as your body wants to go. Point your toes up towards the ceiling. Your hands are just here to support you, but they're not doing much. They're not holding you up, and they're not pulling you down. Nice job, you guys. With an inhale, let's start to lift all the way back up. And you can just bring your feet to the floor, bend the knees, give yourself a little hug, a little rock side to side, crossing your ankles, finding your way onto your hands and knees. So we're going to bring our knees together and tuck our toes underneath for a toe squat. So we were curling the toes before, and now we're lengthening our toes. So you can push your fingertips into the floor, sending your hips back to your heels. If you are able to free up your arms, maybe sit on your heels, we can add a little wrist stretch into this. But if you can't free up your hands or your arms, and you can decide if you want to stretch your wrists or stretch the feet. So option to combine the two or do one or the other. But if you're able to sit on your heels, you're in that lovely toe squat, or maybe just sitting on your heels. Let's send the right arm out, and then encourage the fingertips down to the floor, creating some stretch and length for the forearm. A nice stretch for the wrist. Soften your shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Forget about those feet if you're in that toe squat. Let's release the arms. A little shake, little wrist circle if you need, and then the left arm's going to reach out. Just encourage the fingers down towards the floor. Soften those shoulders. They like to creep up towards the ears. Let them drop down. Make sure you're breathing and you're just think about the forearm and you're not thinking about your feet. Nice, you guys. Let's let that go. A little extra wrist circle if you need it, and you can come off of your toes. Give them a nice little shake, a little love tap, and then let's come down onto our tummies. So laying all the way down onto your tummy. The left arm's going to come out to the side. If you know the straight arm variation of this, you can take it. But if not, follow with me. I'm going to bend my elbow. So your elbow is going to be in line with your shoulder, and then your hand will be coming up from your elbow, palm facing down. Let the left cheek rest on your mat. You might not need to roll at all. You might be feeling that through the left arm and shoulder. But if you want a little extra, just start to turn over like you want to roll over onto your back towards that left side. You're probably not going to have to go very far until you start to feel the stretch. Nice work, you guys. And slowly inhale and turn yourself back over onto your tummy. You can bring that left arm in. Maybe let the palm face up for a few moments. Let the left shoulder be nice and heavy. And when you feel good, we're going to switch sides. So the right arm, you can start to set up that cactus arm or 90-degree angle. Just check on it. Make sure your elbow's going straight out from your shoulder. Your palm is facing down. And then rest your cheek, your right one. Start to roll like you want to turn over onto your back. But just go as far as you need to. And no further. Nicely done, you guys. Using an inhale, we're going to start to turn back over onto the tummy. You can bring your right arm to your side. Let your palm face up for a moment. Relaxing that right shoulder. Relaxing the left as well. And when you feel good, once again, bring your hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up onto your hands and knees. We're going to bring our right foot forwards and set up a lunge. So if you need some extra cushion for your back knee, just roll your mat over, double that up. Find that left hip flexor though. So a nice deep lunge, sending the hips forwards and down. Rest on the back of that top foot. Relax the ankle. Sink into those hips a little more. Soften through the shoulders. Awesome job, you guys. So we're going to stay here just a little longer, but I want you to lift your chest. So if you feel uncomfortable in the lunge, stretching that hip, lifting the chest, freeing up your arms, you can adjust. You can come into more of a 90-90 stance with the legs. Make sure you're balanced though. But I want our arms to be free. So if you can stay in the deep lunge and lift the chest, free up your arms, awesome. You can stay in that in that deep lunge. So we're going to reach our arms out and cross the right one over top. You can hug your shoulders, try to stack the elbows on top of one another, or maybe you have full eagle arms in your practice, bringing the palms together, winding those arms into one another, maybe getting into those hips a little more. Just think about creating space through the upper back, opening up between the shoulder blades. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Nice, you guys. Find your breath. Find your balance. And then use an inhale. Unwind your arms. And an exhale to bring your hands to your mat. We're just going to send our right knee back to the floor. Set up a tabletop. You might want to rock side to side for the knees here. For the hips here. Nice job, you guys. Before we switch into our lunge on the other side, walk both of your arms out in front. Keep your hips high. Stretch and reach through those arms as you lower your chest. Lower your forehead. Puppy dog. Awesome job, you guys. With an inhale, slowly lift your chest back up. Walk your hands in underneath your shoulders. Maybe your hips want more of a rock side to side, or your shoulders want to rock side to side. But we're going to start to send the left leg forwards and set up our lunge. So let's get into the hip flexor here. You can keep your hands down, your chest low. Roll your mat over again if you want that extra cushion. So any discomfort through that back knee, roll your mat over. Sinking those hips forwards and down. Let gravity take the hips. Awesome, you guys. So feel free to adjust your legs so that you can be balanced and start to lift the chest and free up the arms. Maybe you're lucky enough to still feel that right hip flexor. But reach your arms out, cross the left over top, hug the shoulders, or try to bring the palms together. Maybe sinking into those hips a little more if you're going for both the hips and the upper back and shoulders. Awesome, you guys. With an inhale, reach your arms out, and an exhale, let them come down. You can plant your hand. You can bring that left knee back into your tabletop, a little rock side to side if you'd like. You can start to spread your knees out even wider and bring your big toes together. We'll send our hips back towards our heels. Starting to lower the chest and the forehead for child's pose. Instead of resting your forehead here, see if you can turn your right cheek down. Maybe you can get a gentle stretch for the neck. As you soften your shoulders, let your chest get heavier. And if you do have your right cheek down, start to slowly switch sides. Left cheek down. Nice, you guys. With an inhale, you can start to lift and then rest your forehead. When you're feeling good, you can use an inhale to lift. Walk your hands in. You can cross your ankles. Find a comfy seat. And if you always sit cross-legged with the same leg in front, bring your awkward leg in front. Awesome practice, you guys. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you feel a little bit more stretched out now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.